All right, this is not my book map setup. This is just some video I saw on YouTube, but it's a good example I wanted to show everybody that you got to keep up with what's going on. Even I've been trading 9 years, but you still got to, every now and then I go on YouTube when I feel like it and see what the new thing is or whatever. Because if you don't, your style, like the Scott Palucci or whatever the guy's name is, that lost all his money and there's a lot of traders that don't trade anymore because their system they had doesn't work anymore. So I like to try to keep up with what's going on. So the latest thing is this book map. I'm not seeing very much value in it at all. It's not nearly what they're making it out to be, and everybody's just trying to sell you an affiliate link to buy it. I think it's like 150 or 200 bucks a month. So, by the way, you can get it free on Thinkorswim. You can test it for free on Thinkorswim in live data, where they'll give you a couple symbols, and then if you want it, it's only 40 bucks, and it plays right on Thinkorswim. So what they say is like the Scott Palucci or Scott P. I don't know how to say his last name. Oh, you can see iceberg orders said it. You can't see no iceberg orders here. I watched the guy's video for an hour trying to explain it. Also, I just use the delta. I mean, I have the bid and the ask and the delta and this aggregate of everything. But other than that, I mean, all these other things are just duplicate. I don't, you just got to do the math in your head between these two and these two. It's all right here. I can see all volume bars. If there was 10,000 orders right here, but only 17 more sellers than buyers, I'll see the 10,000, how big the volume bar is. It doesn't really matter that much, but I just want to know if there's more sellers than buyers or buyers and sellers, as you can see here in a downtrend. I don't even know that. I mean, I'm trading off patterns. You're not seeing anything. This is another shorter one here that will show you you're not seeing anything new. You're gonna see the iceberg orders. You're gonna see the tip of the iceberg. That's all you're gonna see. The same you're gonna see on any DOM. So, for example, hold on. Okay, this guy's he's looking at this level right here, 697.50. You see this 1,042 buyers sitting here? But there's no sellers. I'm not going to show you any sellers. This is recent bid and recent ask. This is already happening. This has already happened. All right. So you can see it's actually more buyers here than there is sellers. So if you were short here, which I'm assuming is what it is, you can't see the chart here, but this would be a flag. Right here would be your trend line. You short out of here, you're riding it down. You would be ready to click the button here if it bounces hard off here. That's what I would be doing. I would be watching this. It's a breakdown level. I would be watching this level for a breakdown and say, all right, if it bounces hard off here, I'm going to take my profit or most of my profit or whatever. So my point is you're not going to see any iceberg sellers sitting here. It's not going to happen. It's the same as any DOM. So why are you paying for bookmap? Just so you can confuse your mind with all these bubbles and crap. By the way, most of the stuff on here is duplicate. Look, look, 201, 201, 172, 170. Why would you want to look at the same numbers twice and have the bid and the ask split with more numbers? I mean, come on, dude. I mean, simplify it. This is stuff that's already happened. You can just get this with a volume profile. You don't even need to look at the numbers. Okay, so let's play it forward. Keep in mind, we're looking at these buyers that are plainly sitting there. This is nothing special. This is going to show on any DOM. And we're going to see if any sellers, if it bounces off of them, or if it's a breakdown, if any sellers come in. But you can't see the sellers now, so you have no way of knowing.
97.5. We could see a large buyer here at 56.97. Not going to go to this map right here, and we can see 1,042 contracts at 56.97.5. Hold my cursor over this. We can see a large passive buyer.
Again, you wouldn't. This is nice. This is kind of nice. I can understand how somebody would want that. It's a bar on a graph. It shows you where it's going to bounce. But if you know how to read the DOM, it's right here too. I mean, that's what these are for. It's right here. By the way, he's got this duplicated too. So either way, and also if you know how to read price action, it's right here. You're expecting a bounce. So let's see what happens. Well, I would be expecting a bounce because of the buyers I see right here. I'm not going to take my profit off, but I'll be expecting a bounce. I'll be watching it close. And that's what the DOM is for.
Sitting here, and on the depth of market, you can see the same exact thing. 1,042 at 56.97.5. I'm going play this now in 2x speed, and the market's going to break down under this, and there's going to be a lot of aggressive selling step in right there. A lot of aggressive.
All right. A lot of aggressive selling. Where are we at here? In fact, if you notice on the VPD here, those are buyers. That's not sellers. I don't know why it shoots a big red bar out, but negative would mean there was more sellers than buyers. This means there's more buyers than sellers. So, I mean, I'm not a pro at reading this book map deal here, but first of all, it hasn't shown you anything until it already happened. It's already done. You're already past that. So what do you care? And second of all, it just showed the buyers that you already saw sitting here anyway. And as far as the bubbles, I mean, as I said, those grow after the fact, after it's already happened. It's like watching candlesticks instead of the DOM when you're trading. A candlestick has to be painted off the DOM, so it's after, it's late. Look, here it is again, right before it hits. There's no sellers there. You're not seeing any sellers there. Let's see if they come in up here or if they come in right at 50.
A lot of aggressive selling step.
They came in right at 50, but you look, so now you see them. So this is exactly what I was talking about. Watch. Here it is again, no sellers there. You're not going to see them until they actually get there. And when you do see them, it's going to say 100 until they sell, and then it's going to say 1,000. That's the same with any DOM.
And the market's going to break down under this, and there's going to be a lot of aggressive
selling. Boom, there they are. Now your bar shows out. You're not getting anything special. It's a breakdown. It's a simple price action breakdown. But you don't know if it was going to break down or not. So what the hell is the purpose of Bookmap? Unless you need a DOM or you like having these bars on your chart, you can't read price action. That would be the only thing I see the purpose of Bookmap. So the VPD shows you the difference between the buyers and the sellers. I think it's just called Delta on my platform right here. Yeah, I'm assuming this would be it because we're in a downtrend. Well, you can't see it now. He moved the chart, but we're in a downtrend. So there's always, except for the little bounces, there's always more sellers than buyers. And right here, he got him good. So that was the breakdown. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a regular DOM. I don't see the purpose of the bubbles and everything. Just another distraction.